Hello, it's me, the king of late night TV, David Bronstein. Now, I have a lot to say. My life, as I always say, is like Curb Your Enthusiasm, Larry David. And I have so much to say. I'm exhausted now, but I want to ask you a question. I was watching Entertainment Tonight, and I saw Sally Struthers. Have you seen what Sally Struthers looks like? Remember Sally Struthers from All in the Family? She got so big and so fat, I think she ate Archie Bunker. I don't get it. How could she look like that? She was so cute and sexy and All in the Family. My wife says, "What are you talking about?" She was so cute and sexy. And then they said something about plus size. The girl from the dancing show, Dancing with the Stars. She says, What's going to happen now? We have a plus size dancer. Now, what does plus size mean? You want to tell me? I want to know, is this the new terminology, the new the politically correct way of saying you're fat, plus size, because fat isn't nice? So if we say plus size, it sounds better, it sounds nicer. Do you think that's going to help any fat people calling them plus size? If fat is insulting, if fat is the derogatory word for overweight people, then call them fat. Maybe they'll lose some weight. You think fat is good for you? Wait, plus size? And my wife's howling at me already. She must be plus size. I hope she doesn't watch this blog. What I'm saying is, for 100 years, the doctors have been saying, stay away from fat, don't get fat. It's bad for you, it's bad for your health. Bad. I weigh 162 pounds. I call myself Santa Claus. My waist is a 34-inch waist. I said to a friend of mine, do you have a 34-inch waist? He told me he had a 34-inch waist when he was 8 years old. That's what he said. Another friend told me he lost 10 pounds. I said, how did you lose 10 pounds? He said he cut off his leg. What I'm saying to you is, if using the word fat is insulting or embarrassing, then call somebody fat, because maybe they'll lose some weight. It's bad for your health. How can you be proud to be a plus-size model? I know all the fat people are going to get in touch with me. I know that. But it's bad for you. You cannot feel good about yourself. There's a perfect example. The reason that we say plus size, so you'll feel better about yourself. But the truth is, you're fat. You got to call it like it is. Fat is fat. And it's bad for you. So, my wife's hollering again. She must be fat. Anyway, so what I'm saying to you is, when I saw Sally Struthers on that show, and I couldn't believe it, I thought, what is she eating? Cookies? Chocolate ice cream? Cake? What's going on here? How can you look like that? I love and the talent, these wonderful actors and singers and performers that we grew up with. Joni Mitchell. Joni from Happy Days. Do you see what she looks like? What's going on? We grew up with these wonderful actors and the characters that they am I centered here? And the characters that they portrayed on television that we grew up with, and we watched the Brady Bunch, and we want to, at least I do, Gilligan's Island. We want to believe they're the characters, and they brought such joy to us. So as the years have gone on, and we see, how did they look like that? I love to talk to them. I could probably get in touch with them because they probably don't think what's going on. And I should talk to them and say, you brought us such wonderful joy and laughter and entertainment, and their talent never went away. They got the talent to bring us more joy and entertainment. And it's show business that has changed. It's the new agents and managers and producers who don't want them anymore and throw them off. And that's just maybe the way Hollywood is. They throw them off to the side and that's it. I don't get it. But they still have the talent. I was watching a Jolson story about Al Jolson. Anybody knows who Al Jolson is? And he was washed up too. He was a big hit in the turn of the century in 1910, 20. He was the first talking picture in 1927. And then by World War II, a whole new type of music, and his songs were passé, and nobody wanted him anymore. I figured, how could they not want Al Jolson? George Burns said he was the greatest entertainer there ever was, and he still had the wonderful talent. Jerry Lewis still has the most wonderful talent. But America, they just throw him off to the side. I don't get it. So when I saw Sally Struthers, I said, how could she allow herself to look like that? Like Kirstie Alley? I don't know. What are they eating? My wife says, well, it's very difficult to lose weight just because you're thin. Me thin? I feel like I'm Santa Claus with a 34-inch waist. I went to Philadelphia. It's the fattest city in the United States, Philadelphia. I gained 4 pounds when I was there. And I'm from Philadelphia, eating cheesesteaks and milkshakes and tasty cakes and Entenmann donuts. Yeah, it all tastes good. So you have a nibble here. You don't have to keep eating it every day. I got my fill of it while I was there. And then after a while, I was there for 2 weeks, I think. And then I was in New York and Philly. And then I stopped. I said, enough's enough already. I gorge myself because it's great tasting food. I have 2 cans of Cheese Whiz in my closet. When we go to the States, we can't buy it here, so we buy it at the supermarket instead. I haven't even opened it up yet. Because when I look at the can, as delicious as it tastes, it's so bad for you, I won't eat it. But I know not everybody thinks like me. But what I'm saying to you is, why even bring up plus size? Who cares what size they are? You know, the Dancing with the Stars, just because Winneker, whatever her name is, from Hairspray. She's a great talent. She was on Broadway. What a wonderful role. She was great. So she's Dancing with the Stars. Why even bring up, oh, there's a plus-size dance? What does her weight have to do with anything? And the girl that was on American Idol, oh, I'm a plus-size model. You're a model. Why do you have to bring up plus size? What does that have to do with anything? The reason they're bringing it up because they're bringing attention. They're saying, hey, you know I'm fat. You don't got to tell us. We see it. What I'm saying to you is if you bring the attention to your weight, and you're using a softer term, plus size. Just lose the weight. Put the fork down, for God's sakes. It's bad for you is what I'm trying to say. Why are you glossing it over? Why, people, my kids said, Dave, why do people say happy holidays during Christmas? Why do they say Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah? Why do they say happy holidays? And I said, because the world went out of their mind, that's why. Because it's politically incorrect. Because some people may be Jewish, some people may be Catholic, you don't want to offend anybody. How can you offend anybody by saying Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah? So, Italians look like Jews and Jews look like Italians. My kid asked me if there were some people that were Jews on TV, whatever, and I said they're not Italian. He thought they were Italian, and I said no, they're Jewish. I said Jews and Italians look alike. How can you offend somebody? She said somebody Happy Hanukkah and they're Catholic, and you say, oh, sorry, I celebrate Christmas. How is that an offense? You're saying happy, whatever the hell it is. So why can't you just say Happy Hanukkah and Merry Christmas? Why do you say Happy Holidays to cover everything? Because the world went out of their mind. And so when I see Sally Struthers, and she gained so much weight, and yes, I like this talking right now, yes.
If they get offended by you saying Happy Hanukkah,
yes,
saying Happy Holidays, you're saying the same thing. You're just adding all the other holidays with theirs. So instead of saying one holiday, you're saying Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and all the other holidays together. So why don't they get offended by that either? You're not specifically saying their holiday. You know what I said?
I want you to go to BronsteinsWorld.com and tell me what he just said. I have no idea what the hell he's talking about. Go to BronsteinsWorld.com and tell me what my kid's talking about. He listens to the craziest music, the screaming and the yelling. I can't take it anymore. Nothing riles me up. Stupidity riles me up. If you're stupid, I'm going to the movies. But he listens to some station in the car, Channel 1 on Sirius. I'm ready to jump out the window. I can't take it anymore. Anyway, all I'm saying to you is they listen to some Nickelback bullshit crap, something. What is that song you listen to? Some Nickelback song, I don't know what the hell it is. Anyway, all I'm saying to you is, why bring attention plus size? Why do you even have to say plus size? Because you can't say it's fat, but maybe if you said fat, people would lose some weight. Just stop eating cookies and ice cream, that's all you have to do. Eat a piece of celery, eat a carrot, eat some lettuce. My wife's always on a diet. She's on a seafood diet. She sees food and then she eats it. Actually, my wife has a beautiful hourglass figure, except all the sand's in the bottom. The other day was trash day, and my wife said, oh, I gotta get the trash out, and she didn't get time to get dressed. She was wearing her hair in curlers and her bathrobe and her face makeup, and she ran out with the trash can, and the truck was going by, and she said, wait, am I too late? And the trash man said, no, hop in. So what I'm saying to you is, plus size. What the hell is that? If you think you're too overweight, you're embarrassed or shit, whatever the hell you are, why even bring attention and say plus size? Just lose some weight and you'll feel better about yourself. Go on those crazy shows, The Biggest Loser, whatever the hell it is. It's bad for your health. And why gloss over with the word plus size? What is a new political term for bald-headed guys losing their hair? What is there a term? I don't know what the term for that is. Whatever it is. So you get if you're self-conscious, you're losing your hair, you get a hairpiece. You do whatever you feel good, whatever you have to make you feel better for yourself. That's all I'm trying to say. I feel I'm not anorexic, but I'm a little overweight. I think at 162 pounds. I was 160 pounds a few days ago, and I gained 2 pounds. But I like to lose some weight, so I stay away from the cookies and all that stuff. Yeah, they taste good, but I want to be healthy, for God's sakes. I went to peel an apple yesterday. I'm peeling the apple, the whole apple falls into the sink. So what do? I eat a piece of cake. Because I was aggravated, I couldn't eat the apple. So I shouldn't have eaten the cake. Because who needs the carbohydrates? But I ate it because I was aggravated for the apple. I know what it's like, but you got to have self-control, is all I'm saying. And if you're plus size, who cares if you're plus size? If whatever you do, if you're a model or an actress, whatever the hell it is, that's what you do. You're a model, you're an actress. Why do you got to say, I'm a plus size model? If you're a model, you're a model. Why do you gotta say you're a plus size model? I never heard of can guys be plus size? I never heard of a man. He's a plus size. A guy who's never had that.